Regarding feeling, actually, it was a very mixed feeling. Mixed because, firstly, it was a joy for me that I have cleared the exam, and also that I knew that I have to leave this process behind and go on. So that the part of leaving process was giving me a mixed feeling. The juggling the struggle with an aspirant to go writing paper, attending mocks, and those busy days with a discipline schedule. So I'm going to miss that part. That is why I had a mixed feeling. And regarding reaction, the checking my name in the list was like a very big and anxious moment. Like if we say in Hindi, then सांस अटक जाती है when we search our name in that list. So it was a very good moment for me.
Hi, in this video, we bring to you excerpts from an interview with Shivam Prajapati, a UPSC CSC 2020 achiever with an All India rank of 407. Hailing from Satna in Madhya Pradesh, Shivam plunged into UPSC preparation full time right after college. But it took him 3 attempts to crack UPSC. In his journey, he faced a lot of challenges and he overcame all of the shortcomings to reach his ultimate goal of becoming a civil servant. Watch this video to find out his strategies for success and his preparation journey.
So, my name is Shivam Prajapati. I have secured an All India rank 407 this time. I am from Satna, Madhya Pradesh, and this is my third attempt overall. And for preparation, I started it after my college in 2018 and took a full gap while preparing this paper. Challenging to focus on multiple things at the same time. And considering that the process is very demanding, it is a huge syllabus and requires a lot of things for covering. So I thought that it would be wise and rational for me to invest my whole time and energy in just one process. So that is why I took the decision of taking a break and preparing for this exam only. I knew that I knew my nature, that I like working in a diverse field, and also the motivation provided to me by my friends and family also acted as a very important driver. And the right guidance at the right time by Shabir sir uh, helped me in the whole process from the beginning and towards the end. One of the major challenges which I had faced was that I didn't know how an answer should look, what kind of content and how to should what kind of content should be there, or how to organize the content, what kind of keywords should be written. So Educami helped me regarding this by providing a very good model answers, how we should write and how should our answer looks. So that was a major challenge which I faced, and there I think Educami helped me a lot. In Educami, I enrolled in both essay and optional. Regarding optional, as I told earlier, the model answers which was provided to us helped me a lot, and also the regular update on the static part also helped us to update our knowledge and write better points in the exam with more better example and which were related to current affairs. And regarding essay, sir has wonderfully taught us how to decrypt a particular essay and put in the content which we already know, and how to find a new content to write in the exam in the essay. So Educami helped me in the process finding right guidance in both these courses, essay and optional. And they really helped me a lot because if we go on studying from the raw sources, for example book by ourselves, then it takes a lot of time for us to to read and also to organize content. But the handwritten notes provided to us helped us not only save the time but also uh, get content from all the best sources at one place only. It was a very good experience and user friendly experience. And what I feel best about that, we can see all our performance regarding whatever course we have enrolled. in one place only with all the feedbacks and all the marks. So it was a very good platform. For me, it was actually a very good experience. As far as I can remember, sir started this online interactive classes way back in May or June last year, and that was when COVID happened. So there was a lot of anxiety among the aspirants what to do. So at that time, I was I'm grateful that I happened to enroll in one of the courses of the Educami, and uh, which prevented me from getting distracted in the process. So and also it always give a feeling that we are studying in the actual classroom because sir used all the relevant things, for example white digital board, so which gave us the feeling of that we are in the classroom, and the doubts were also solved at the same moment while the classes were going on. So it was a very good experience, and I think it is the way forward for this. Very actually important for one to remain calm and positive during this trying time. And for that, I used meditation and some regular light exercise twice or thrice in a week. Also, I used to interact with my friends and family during this process, and the regular video messages by Shabir sir, and also the classes organized by him during this time helped me to remain positive and calm at the same time. I took geography as my optional because it has a lot of overlap with the rest of the GS syllabus, and I thought that it would help me to manage my preparation effectively. There was many reasons for me to take geography as my optional. First one was that there was a very good amount of overlap with the rest of the GS syllabus. Second is that there were a lot of material available in the market, and good teachers like Shabir sir was already there. So I thought that the subject has very good quality material present in the market, so it will be easy for me to cover it up in a optimum amount of time. So that is why I took geography as my optional. Yes, a good timetable is required to strategize our preparation and manage time. And I did it by making a daily log kind of thing, where I used to divide my day in 4 to 5 slots, and pre-decide it what I will do in those particular slots. And once I finish my day, I used to mark those slot in colors, for example, red, green, or and orange, based on how much I am satisfied satisfied with my study at that time. If I have studied it with all my efficiency, then I will mark it as green. And if I have not done anything in that time, then I will mark it as red. And if it is in between that, then I will mark it as orange. So it helped me track my progress, and also uh, helped me knowing whether I am deviating from track or not. So that is how I managed my time during preparation. My day started at 6 o'clock, and after waking up, I used to study optional. Then I take break, and I have breakfast. Then after that, I move on to general studies. Then I used to have lunch. Then after that, newspaper. And in the evening, I used to do some light exercise and meditation. And after that, I will watch some RSTV videos or other good news videos if there are. Then then towards the end, I will plan for the next day and what I will do tomorrow. And this is how my day ended. And I would go to sleep by around 10 to 10:30 in the night. Regarding prelims, my strategy was to focus on the basic things. And first was to focus on the basic thing, and then on the previous year question, because I found that a lot of questions get repeated in a particular way in over the consecutive over the subsequent years, and after that, practicing more and more questions, revising whatever we have read is very important. So this is the basic broad strategy which I used in the prelims examination. And regarding mains, I used to have notes of around 100 to 200 words on every keyword written in the UPSC syllabus, so that I can have some basic content, and I used to have a list of examples regarding each and every topics, so that I can put it in the answer to get more marks. And apart from this, I also made a diagram notebook where I used to have diagram for both optional and the GS, so which can be used in the answers. And after that, I wrote a lot, because I feel that we learn more by writing answers and evaluating ourselves. So I used to evaluate my answer mostly by myself and look for the mistakes which I have made. Like if I have missed any keyword, or I have missed an example, or what else could I have written it. So this was my mains preparation. And regarding interview, uh, the focus should be on that, because 70 to 80% of our interview revolves around our basic details, which is written in depth. And one should have a group of 2 to 3 friends who are preparing, so that they can discuss the question and practice speaking answer in front of them. And also, uh, few coaching mocks can be referred to speak in front of a panel consisting of retired officers. So this was the basic strategy. And regarding exam day, I used to write. I used to in the morning of the exam day, I used to take paper and write on it to motivate myself that I have worked very hard. I have worked honestly, and today is my day. And no matter what happen, I will perform to the best of my ability on this particular day or in this particular paper. And like if it is mains examination, then I will write on the paper that I will write all the keywords. I will write all the example. I will make very good diagrams, so that I know what I have to do on those 3 hours. So that was my strategy on the final day of the exam. My advice is that there is no one way to clear this examination. Everyone has their own method, and they should trust their method, because they knew that whatever I am following will give me result or not. It is actually faith in our hard work that help us in clearing the examination. So first of all, we should have our own method, which we think can work for us. And secondly, if and secondly, one must focus on revision, because the more we can recall on the day of examination, the more marks we will get. Thirdly, I think requires a lot. Practice needs a lot of focus, because I have seen students that after writing few marks and getting good score on those paper, they think that they have done enough, or that they can do well in the exam. But we have to do it on a continuous basis, so that uh, we can improve more and more over time. So I think practice requires a lot of focus. And last advice is that we have to remain calm and positive, because a positive attitude in this examination matters a lot, especially in the interview process.